Hashtag new cool boots.
Hashtag F do-over.
Hey guys, this is Joe with That Hashtag Show. I am here with the awesome cast of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Sean Schemmel, who voices Goku.
Yes.
Christopher Sabat, the awesome Vegeta.
Why, thank you.
One of the most badass characters in any animation, may I say. Quick question, guys. This is Resurrection F. This is your second theatrical American release, at least. How did this differ from Battle of Gods last year? Battle of Gods was super fun, by the way.
Well, differ in terms of plot, or?
Well, yeah, in terms of plot, we'll get there in a second. But
Okay.
differ in terms of just like preparation and making this, because you guys already have done this before. So how does this differ?
I'm gonna let him go with that.
Well, the one difference is that last time we weren't even sure what was going on with Battle of Gods. It was kind of sat out there for a long time.
Right.
And fans would, who had seen the original, would kind of give us bits and pieces of what was going on. But this time there was a lot of disclosure about what was happening, and we got materials a lot earlier. And what was unique about this is that for whatever reason, the Japanese friends of ours who make this, Toei was very interested in being a part of the American, exploiting kind of the American popularity of Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
So they invited us to share the stage with them to do their North American and actually world premiere,
of Resurrection F.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It was the premiere of their subtitled version.
Right.
Yeah.
The Japanese version, but they invited us, and I mean, Sean got to ride in a limo with the Japanese Goku, and like,
Oh, yeah.
How was that?
That was incredible. I mean, I've met her before, but and we always have to have a translator. But she's always just super gracious, and because I always feel guilty because it's the mic's over here. Look at this. Stop doing like this. She's always very gracious because I always feel like, I'm the dub actor. This is her space, and she's really gracious about just sharing the space. So
That's awesome.
That's what's cool about her. So
Now on to the plot.
Yes.
Without being too spoilery.
so and so dies at the end. No, no, okay.
Without being too spoilery, can you give us like a plot point or like little plot details?
Well, Freiza's back, which
we will talk about.
Title.
some characters have blue hair.
Yes, blue hair.
A lot of the stuff you can find online anyway. Vegeta.
Hopefully has another dance number, right? Another song and dance number?
I was hoping for that's the first thing I was hoping for. He gets to have a pretty awesome moment. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but when it happens, you'll know it because everyone in the theater will go, you'll know.
Yeah.
You sold me right there.
Oh yeah.
Just on that.
Oh yeah. Everyone absolutely screamed in the theater when this happened. Like, I mean, screamed like not terror, but it was everyone just like jumped out of their seats during the Japanese premiere. It was insane.
Let's talk about Freiza for a second.
Okay.
This is quite an iconic Dragon Ball Z villain, obviously. Probably one of the most iconic villains. How was it bringing that character back, like to the voice acting booth?
Well, Sean, actually, just a second ago, we were talking about this, and I think the coolest thing about bringing Freiza back for this feature is to be able to show the general public what Chris Ayres brings to the role of Freiza.
Yeah. Right.
He is an incredible actor and brings a level of Freiza that people have never seen before. And fans of the original series will really appreciate it because Chris's Freiza pays a lot of homage to the original Japanese, and it's incredible. Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Awesome. You have a...
Oh no, I don't. I just.
There is kind of a funny thing. I mean, a good reason to bring Freiza back is that there were a lot of funny things that were left. Like when you watch the movie, you remember that. Oh yeah, I don't know if Freiza ever had met Bulma. That's established earlier on. Like Bulma never had seen Freiza face
Now
to
that you're
face.
like, it's funny because I'm actually rewatching Dragon Ball Z Kai right now. I'm on the Freiza stuff, and thinking about it, I don't think that they've ever met either. I guess they haven't.
Yeah, so in this film, you will get a chance for them to see what it was like, and it allows for a pretty clever kind of throwaway lines. I remember there's one where Freiza says to Krillin, like, "I distinctly remember killing you" at one point. So it was definitely a fun villain to bring back.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, we also know that there's going to be a new Dragon Ball series called Dragon Ball Super.
Yep.
How much information do you guys know about that?
None.
None. Zero. Goose eggs.
Zilch, yeah.
When they announced it, we didn't even know, and we just had dinner with them previous. Well, when they announced it, here I go, I'll do it again. We had dinner with some of the people from Toei and Shueisha and Maskanazawa, and understandably, even then, and by that time it had to have been animated because this was in April and it's airing in July. So even at that, nothing was leaked, even at that dinner. So, and then they probably have their own legal reasons for doing that, but they're not going to just blab, just because we happen to, work on the same property. But
Yeah, I found out more about Dragon Ball Super from what fans post on my Twitter than I do anything else.
So the trailer that everybody saw, is pretty much all that you guys have seen too.
That's the extent of it. Yeah.
Wow. Sean, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is a long debated question
here it
amongst
comes.
the geekdom.
yeah.
Who wins in a fight, Goku or Superman?
Okay.
Sean's favorite
It's my favorite question. Okay.
I feel like you've been asked this before.
Yeah.
9,000 times.
First of all, okay, when I first saw the movie they made about it, I mean, they did a good job and all, but I didn't like their argument that Goku wouldn't have thunked to do this, or that was their caveat. And then secondly, well, using the same logic against myself, I was like, well, but it is very likely, and Goku has historically shown that he likes to fight enemies at their strongest. So he would probably tell Superman, okay, go get really close to that sun and get really, really charged up till you feel as powerful as you can, and then I'll fight you. And if Earth was in danger, though, he might use instant transmission to go to a planet with no yellow sun. But God mode changes everything, so there's my answer.
God mode changes everything.
So
Superman has no God mode.
he has no God mode. People say he is a god. No, he's an alien from another planet, just like Goku. Goku just happened to get a promotion. That's all.
To God status.
Chris, this question's for you though now.
Yeah.
If you could see Vegeta fight anybody from another fandom, who would it be? Like decent fight, Vegeta and...
I want to see Vegeta fight the Joker, dude. I would love that.
He'd just get punked.
Because Joker would just piss him off.
Oh, he would be so annoyed.
Push all the buttons.
Shut up, come on. He would just go ape shit.
I actually wonder if Vegeta would be as annoyed by the Joker as I was at a guy who interviewed us last year at this very same convention who was cosplaying as the Joker and did his interview as the Joker.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, it was one of the most irritating, entertaining yet irritating interviews I've ever
When I
been
started
in.
doing my Joker impressions, they were both like,
I'm just going, oh God, like make this over with. Yeah, I'd like to see him. Wow, honestly, I can't imagine him fighting anyone else but Goku.
The Hulk, maybe? Wolverine?
Just piss him off to no end is what I would want to see, like Joker or something.
Yeah. Maybe he could fight. Maybe he could go up against like, if they resurrect L. Ron Hubbard or something. Or it's like Vegeta versus Hillary Clinton, or Vegeta versus somebody super strong.
Hitler.
Current pop culture.
Vegeta takes a time machine to go fight Hitler. Yeah.
Vegeta versus Hitler.
And at first, Vegeta really likes these guys.
Yeah.
And then once he
I like
realizes-
your ideas,
I
Sean.
like your ideas. They're amazing. And then once he realizes they're a bunch of dicks and he's not going to give you powers, like, oh, screw you, Hitler.
This is, you just pretty much wrote some DBZ fanfic right there. Is what happened.
DBZ fan fiction
of that.
Vegeta versus the Nazis.
I have a question for both of you guys. Last year we talked to you guys. You guys gave us a great story about Sean getting pranked with a bunch of kazoos. You have any more great stories like that you can tell us?
Oh, well, it's interesting that we're able to talk about this because Ian Sinclair plays the voice of Whis in the Dragon Ball series, in the movies, and hopefully in Super. Great actor, really funny guy. I was at another convention, and I had to pull something on him too. So for whatever reason, the con operators allowed me to get a key to his room, which I cannot believe they did this, but they let me have a key to his room. And so Brina Palencia, the girl who plays like Chaozu and
Exactly
Poir,
what they did to me.
we got a key to his room, and this time we took all the contents of everything in his room. We packed his bag, took everything out of his room, and we hid his suitcase there was a desk by a curtain near the wall, and we put his suitcase behind the curtain where you would never see it. Like, there's no way, unless you were seriously looking for it. But then we went to Target, and we bought a bunch of women's clothes and toiletries and stuff, and made his completely made his bed, but then unmade it and then put kind of simulated the idea of women's clothing and we put like women's toiletries in the
Did you
bathroom.
leave the shower on before you left? So if he walked in, here's a shower of women's clothes.
Oh, that would have been. I wish I had thought about that. But yeah, we even turned the TV and we got like a Woman's Day magazine and like a bad and I wrote the number Brenda or something and with the telephone number, which I got out of my phone. It was like an actual girl named Brenda that like he could have called. Yeah, so we pranked him there, and he apparently walked into his room and he stood there he said quite a while. And he just like looked around because I knew he'd been drinking and stuff like that. I knew it would mess with his brain. And then it just didn't take him very long to just go, Sabat's been here.
So that's a thing now. So if somebody gets pranked, they know.
Oh yeah, if you hand me your phone,
Usually
it's over.
Yeah. Even on my prank, I asked him.
Oh, the first thing he did was like, unless it was you, unless you did it.
Yeah,
I'm
unless
like,
you did it. Yeah, then he would
I
convince
didn't
me.
say no. I just said, how could I have gotten into
Yeah.
your room?
He convinced you that he didn't do it?
Yeah, totally.
Well, using logic. I was
using
with him
logic, yeah,
all
all day.
There's
Yeah, he
no way I
was.
could have done it.
He was with me all day. It was hilarious.
Will be your surprise. Of course, my vengeance must be satisfied.